Hello folks, namaste and good morning. Good morning from Pokhara, beautiful Pokhara. I've come here, I just flew today morning, and what I'm about to do is I'm about to do a range test. Many of you asked for it, right? Yes, I'm gonna do a range test and review of ORA 03 from Great Wall Motor. And this ORA 03 is also called as Good Cat, Funky Cat. These are the names they've given in different countries. But now I think most of the countries they call it ORA 03. And in Nepal also we call it ORA 03. So at the moment I'm in a hotel here and I'm getting my car charged so that I can do a uphill range test from Pokhara till Kathmandu and share all details with you guys so that it will be helpful for you all also if you are considering Great Wall Motors ORA as your next EV. Okay, I've got 100% battery with me with 400 kilometers of range, and this is for our record 9069 kilometers is the odometer reading. So while I was learning all these things, I've lost 1% already. In these EVs and all, you should learn things, you know, when you start. So my trip meter A is 0 kilometers, journey time is 0 now. 399 kilometers is my driving range, and I'm about to start my drive. Let's do it. I'm driving in eco mode. You all know I always do that. And the region is at number 2. The normal one. I'm not doing it at the strongest one or the lightest one. I just noticed that there is no blind spot detection in this car. Exiting Pokhara is not that easy nowadays. Okay, I've consumed 10% of the battery and I have done 31.6 kilometers. So 10%, 31.6 kilometers. And I still have 366 kilometers of driving range. Roads are not that good, but let me tell you, it's way better than what it was few months back. After consuming 10% and driving for 32 kilometers, few things that I want to talk about this car. Firstly, about the suspension, because I have been driving in a rough section. See, in most of the EVs that I drove in the past, either the suspension is on the stiffer side or is on the flexible side. Here it's a little tricky. It's not on the flexible side, it's on the stiffer side, but it's not that stiff. And I'll tell you the story about car's suspension being stiff. See, this car, it's very popular in Australian market, European market, and many other developed nations where people like stiff suspension. Because if the roads are good, stiff suspension is something that people like. If you have a stiffer suspension, there is no body roll and the driving comfort becomes better. But if you have got a very flexible suspension, there will be lots of rolling happening. In the country like ours, we need something in between, and Great Wall Motors ORA, I think that's what it's delivering. I was satisfied with it. Second thing about the braking, I found it very responsive. I'm really happy with the way it works. And people, one good thing, in this car I can see the battery here, battery percentage, range that's available, and kilometer. I have to come towards the main console here. So if I mix both of this, I can see all the details. And did you notice the mirror of this car, ORVM, outside rear view mirror? It's not the regular shape. I'm a little distracted with the vision that I'm getting. Maybe with the time I'll grow with it, but for now, somehow I'm not that comfortable with this shape, I think. And we have consumed 20% battery. I still have 338 kilometers of driving range. And with this 20% battery, we have covered 58.2 kilometers. And the time is 2 PM now. two seats, you can see, right? There are two people sitting, and we have not put on our seat belt. That's what it is indicating. Now what I'll do is I'll put on my seat belt now. So here, right hand side seat belt is done, right? Now left hand side, when the co-passenger is putting on his seat belt, this red sign goes from there. See? Now this is the unique feature that I saw in this car. And check out the quality of this reverse camera. I don't know how much you are able to understand in this GoPro, but I'll tell you guys, believe me, it's really crisp. I've got 72% battery left with me, and I have 304 kilometers of driving range. I've done 83.7 kilometers already. Pokhara to Munglin, 90.4 kilometers. 30% is battery my epic. I've got 70% with me. I still have 297 kilometers of driving range. I've done 90.6 kilometers. And yep, here we are at Munglin. Hello people, so after driving for around 100 kilometers, I thought I'll stop somewhere and talk to you guys about Great Wall Motors and ORA 03. Before talking about ORA, let's talk about where this ORA is coming from. Great Wall Motors. You know, Great Wall Motors, they are specialized in manufacturing SUVs and pickup trucks. Great Wall Motors, they've got a history. They've got 40 plus years of experience in manufacturing this SUVs and pickups. Great Wall Motor was founded in 1984. A long legacy, you see. And since many years, either continuously or consecutively, Great Wall Motors, they are market leaders in China. And you know one thing, they are one of the first Chinese automobile company to go global. They began to export their vehicle in 1997. And by now, Great Wall Motors, you know, they are present in 170 plus countries with 700 plus sales point. They are now globally present. They're very popular in Australian market, African market, European market, Middle East, now in our country, Nepal, and many other countries around the globe. And by this year, 2024, they have already sold 1 million vehicles around the world. And one very important thing that you all should know about Great Wall Motors. You know, Great Wall Motors, it's the main brand, and it has got its sub-brand like ORA. That's for electric vehicle, right? And they also have got a sub-brand called Havel. Havel is for premium SUVs. There is another sub-brand called Tank. That's for off-roaders. There is another sub-brand called Great Wall Motor Pickup. And they are Power without W in the spelling, POER, and Wingle. There are two pickups which are very popular in China and which are also gaining popularity in different parts of the world today. And there is another sub-brand called WEY. And they are actually premium vehicles. And people, because it's getting really hot outside, I thought I'll come inside, I'll put on the AC and then I'll do the talking. I've already talked about the parent company Great Wall Motors. Now let's talk about ORA, ORA. What does this ORA mean? It means open, reliable and alternative. That's what they call it, ORA, open, reliable and alternative. And when you look at the design of this car, you know, it's not the common design. It's not the design for everybody. If you ask me, how do you like the design? My answer will be, it's not for mass. But yes, it's for class. That's what I feel. Because, you know, this kind of design, for people to like it, people have to grow with it. It is designed by a very experienced person who was with Porsche, the designer, Mr. Emmanuel Data. I don't know if I am pronouncing his name properly, but yes, he is the person who is responsible for designing this car, who's done this beautiful job. And for your kind information, he is the same person who designed Porsche 911 also. This car is equipped with 68 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery, and the range is 400 kilometers NEDC and 320 kilometers WLTP. The actual range, of course, we are gonna know today. And the motor is 99 kilowatt motor that this car has, which delivers 210 Nm of torque. And you know what's the price of this car? The MRP is 47,49,000. But now they're giving us the car in very special package, very special price, which is 42,49,000, and also they're offering you 1 year comprehensive insurance free when you're buying this car. And that insurance is called Auto Plus insurance. It's that additional insurance facility that you are getting in the EVs. Yes, that's quite a good thing. I know the value of Auto Plus insurance because when I was buying my EV, I got the proposal from the insurance company, and that time I understood the benefits of that Auto Plus insurance. And now let's talk about the competitors. ORA 03, this car competes with MZ4 and BYD Dolphin. I think features wise, ORA 03 is a winner here, definitely. I think. You know why? Because ORA 3 is the first car in this segment to provide you panoramic sunroof. This big sunroof you'll not find in any cars in this segment. Apart from that, 6-way power seat. In no other cars in this segment you'll find that. And the best part is there are physical buttons here. I love them. At least to operate the ORVM, there's a button here, and for AC controls and other things also you have buttons here. And I like physical buttons, you all know that, right? You also have a decent size space here. Under your armrest you've got a wireless charger here. Here you've got power socket, 12-volt power socket also here. And the AC, the continuity that it has given from left to right, it's just adding to the beauty of this car. Steering mounted controls, you've got all the functions that you can operate from here. You have got leather wrapped steering wheel. See, I have come to the back seat, and the driving seat is adjusted as per my height, and for your reference my height is 168 centimeters. I have got enough space. Ample space, even if it's a taller person driving this car, still I'll be having enough space at the back. This space is very important for people from different countries. For example, China. In China, I heard that people are really interested in spacious back place. Here, rear seats. We have a USB port here where you can charge your phone from. Apart from that, we do not have rear AC vent or anything like that. Nothing much that fancy and all at the back. You can just see this reflector kind of thing here. The main tail lamp is nowhere here. You can see it here integrated in the rear windshield. The boot space of this car is not the best one you get in the segment. And how heavy this door is, man. It's really heavy. And talking about the heaviness of the back door, this car is safe car. It has got Australian NCAP 5-star, Global NCAP 5-star, European NCAP 5-star, सबैतिर 5-star पाएको छ यसले सेफ्टीमा. So it's a safe car. Check out the wheel size. Wheel size is biggest among the competitors. It's 18-inch wheel here. And the ground clearance, I don't know exact in numbers. It should be around 165 to 170, I think, because I did not have problem anywhere driving it in the rough section while I was coming this side. Check out the way it looks from the front. Do share your feedback in the comment section about how you like this car, but for me, I really like it. I like the way this car looks from everywhere, from the front, the profile, and the way it looks from the back. Now let's talk about their dealer network. For now, they've got a wonderful showroom and service station 3S facility in Kathmandu, and outside Kathmandu they've got dealer in Biratnagar and Bhairava. But they've got bigger plans, expansion plans, and they're planning to have dealers in main cities like Pokhara, Bharatpur, and different other big cities by the end of this year. And after the dealer network is done, the next step will be, see, when the dealer network is done, service network will also come automatically. That way we can ensure that they're gonna have a wonderful service facility in those areas. So by the end of this year, you can expect Great Wall Motors to have many dealers in Nepal, along with service facility and good charging network also. People, I missed on something, right? I did not talk about warranty. For the battery and motor that's equipped in this car, you get warranty for 8 years or 1,60,000 kilometers, whichever comes earlier. This dial, this one is also very responsive. I have done 98.2 kilometers, 2 hours of 52 minutes of driving time, 281 kilometers of driving range I still have. Yes, I've got 67% battery with me. Let's go, let's continue this range test. That's very important for all of us.
A little later.
And I've done 103.7 kilometers today. 64% battery, 103.7 kilometers. I am not further driving today. I am planning to take a rest. What I'll do is tomorrow morning I'll get up, I'll show you this meter and I'll start my drive. Hey, good morning people, it's the next day. And here is my ORA with me. I've got a request sensor here. Let's get inside, and because it's a range test, we should start from here. Ready, power on, the vehicle is ready. This is how ORA 03 welcomes you. AC is on, of course we need it. I had done 103 kilometers yesterday. I haven't charged the battery. My battery percentage is as it was yesterday, which is 64% with 275 kilometers of driving range. So what we will do today is 103 kilometers is what I did yesterday. With 36% battery, I did 103 kilometers, right? So remaining distance will be calculated today. I have my trip meter as 0. I have got 64% battery. Stuck in crazy traffic after this Chumlingtar, and this is not helping me get good range. I'm stuck here for quite some time. AC is on. Apart from AC, what is draining my battery? Maybe mobile charger, I don't know, but yes, I'm using that. $36.8 kilometers today, 104 kilometers yesterday, meaning 140 kilometers around. 49% is battery. I have done 140 kilometers driving ORA 03. We are at Naubise, and I have done 174 kilometers from Pokhara, 70 kilometers today and 104 kilometers yesterday. I required 69% battery to reach here. Now let's see what's the kind of consumption that happens from Naubise to Nagdunga. That's the regular thing which I check whenever I do test for EVs. गाडीको ग्राउन्ड क्लियरेन्स पनि मलाई ठीक लाग्यो अहिलेसम्म कतै इस्यु भएन, which is good. 170 mm and I did not face any issue anywhere while I was coming. गल्छीमा अलिकति हो तर केयरफुल भयो भने त्यो पनि अभोइड गर्न सकिन्छ. I usually stop here for coffee break and I did that. See, I'll tell you one thing guys, if the keys are there inside my pocket, so I just need to put my hand inside and leave. I don't have to press anything. This way the car gets unlocked. Now I have to lock this car, I just need to touch this. I just need to touch this, it locks. So thing is, when you are locking it, you need to touch. No, you don't have to press it, just touch it. When you're unlocking it, just put your hands inside, it'll unlock by itself. That's how it is. And after getting inside, I don't have to do much. I just need to press the brake. I'm ready to move. I still have 27% as battery with me, and I have done 75.1 kilometers today, 104 kilometers yesterday. So 179 kilometers total I have traveled with 73% is battery. I have got 134 kilometers of driving range there. Guys, that is NEDC range, but they should show WLTP range there instead of NEDC. NEDC is a little bit better. Now we have to mind make up while we are driving. Welcome to Kathmandu, Nagdunga Aipugyo. Now BC to Nagdunga, driving ORA 03, you will require 11% to 12% battery to reach Nagdunga from Now BC. 186 kilometers we have done total, and we still have 19% battery. Not bad when you're doing so much of uphill and when you have got a bad traffic on the road. This range is something I'm okay. Let's see, we still have some distance to cover. We were at 90 Nagdungama, अब कलंकी आइपुगिसक्यो 18%, 1% लाग्यो. 91.2 kilometers we have done already, meaning 195 kilometers that we have covered total from Pokhara. पोखराबाट काठमाडौँ one full charge मा आउनु भने पनि राम्रो कुरा हो. On the front you can see two beautiful ORA, white and red, both are dual color, and we have reached ORA's service center. 97 kilometers is the total distance that we have traveled today, and 104 kilometers was the distance that we had traveled yesterday. Total distance that we had traveled is 200 kilometers. We still have 16% battery remaining with us. We had started at 100% from Pokhara, and the driving range is 83, which is NEDC. So NEDC battery, what we can do is we can reduce it by, we can only consider 80% of it, meaning around 60 kilometer बनाउन बाँकी यसमा. So 200 kilometers को ड्राइभ हामीहरूले गरिसक्यौं. अझै 83 किलोमिटर हैन कि 60 किलोमिटर हामी ड्राइभ गर्न सक्छौं. भनेपछि पोखराबाट काठमाडौँ आउँदाखेरि when we were doing a uphill drive from Mungling till Kathmandu, most of the places where the battery drains like crazy, right? We got 260 kilometers of driving range today. What is the weakness of Great Wall Motors in Nepal? Maybe their service network and charging network, that's their weakness. हाम्रो टफ कम्पिटिटर्सहरु कम्पिटिट गर्दाखेरि फिचर वाइज चाहिँ यो गाडी रिच रहेछ त्यो गाडीहरु भन्दाखेरि. When I did not drive this car, I used to think that ground clearance could be an issue in this car. But today, when I came all the way from Pokhara till Kathmandu, nowhere, only one place I had little difficulties. That was in Gulchi. So in Gulchi also I struggled a bit, but it was not that tough. I was careful and I could come. I know 170mm Harari ko ground clearance cha yo gadi ma, which is good enough. Nothing. I think if you are really considering purchasing this car now, come to their showroom, give it a try, test drive garnus. The price that they are offering now is wonderful. What else? Nothing. What I'll do is I'll end the video here. I'll see you guys in my next video. If there is any doubt that you have, comment section is all yours. I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Have a wonderful time. Stay happy. Bye bye. Ciao.